So we've got the layout all done. We've used our overlay and we've checked it, corrected any mistakes we might have had, and if necessary we might have even restarted. Sometimes it's easier just to start over and consider it a lesson learned, and it comes out way better the second time. So now we're going to cut it out. We're going to follow that line all the way around. We want to take our time and we want to do it pretty accurately. So scissors are found in drawer number 4, along with glue sticks and glue. We are going to need those in a minute. Let's get this cut out. So we've got it all cut out now, and you'll notice I've got some black still left there. That's kind of a good sign. We want to make sure we're cutting exactly on the lines we marked, because we spent all that time measuring and marking. We want to use those lines. So after cutting, we fold. Every single line left on here, we're going to fold it, we're going to crease it, make a really sharp edge, and then unfold it for now before we start putting it together. The way we do this is we're going to pick a line, doesn't matter where you start, but I'm going to make sure I again fold it exactly on this line. If I fold it crooked, what was the point of spending all that time measuring and marking? So I'm going to fold it over, get it pretty close, and kind of adjust it as I do. And when I get it, now I'm going to crease it. I'm going to just take my thumbnail, crease it, and if I actually double crease, flip it over and crease it that way, it's going to be way easier to start putting this together. So now it bends right where we creased it. We're going to do that to every single line. Here we go. Once we've got it all folded, we're going to start gluing. So with gluing, helps to have maybe just a scrap piece of paper. Glue sticks, again, are in drawer number 4, same as the scissors. You can use a glue stick, or if you'd rather use regular glue, they both work about the same. This might just be a little less messy. So same thing, we spent all that time measuring and marking perfectly, and cutting perfectly, and folding perfectly. Everything's been folded, including these pieces. We want to glue perfectly as well. When you glue, I want the tabs on the outside. If you want to put all the markings on the inside, that's okay. You could go like this. It's going to be real clean and white on the outside. I really don't care. I kind of like to see all the marks, so I'm going to put glue right here. I'm going to make sure I line this line up here with this line before I put this corner down. What I don't want to see is something like that. If you glue it down like that, it's going to make it into a big mess. By the time we get this piece wrapped all the way around here, things just aren't going to line up. So make sure we're trying to get things nice and tight. Gluing it down, and let's get it glued. So on these last 3, it can be real tricky. I'm going to use my pencil. I think I've got it lined up. I'm going to check it. Looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to just use my pencil to push from the inside, make sure that tab is glued down. I'll be able to do that maybe one more time on whichever one I do next. If I glue that in, I'll be able to kind of sneak in from the side. This last tab doesn't usually stick down very good. That's okay. Not too worried about it. Just do your best. Maybe give it a little extra crease before you try sticking it down so it'll kind of stick down like that. Let's do this side next. And there is our perfect paper cube. Notice it's got my name on it. That's important. Make sure your name is on the outside and visible. Now we need to talk about grading, finishing it up. You get to grade it yourself, evaluate it yourself, come up with what you think is a fair grade, bring it up to me, we go over it together, and then we'll grade it. So we'll talk about that next.